Baby, I address past and present scandals, common misconceptions and internet myths, wild viral moments, and old drama that still needs resolution. If it's wild, weird, or wrong, baby, we're pulling up the timeline, the document, and the receipts with some grown woman commentary. Because I address it all, you might as well just call me Miss Addie. Let's get into this mess.
La la la, wait till I get my money right. La 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 la, then you can't tell me nothing right.
If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Listen, Kanye is out here telling everybody's business, including his own, and it's not cute. It's not cute, honey. Whew, let's get into it. So boom, Kanye Omari West, he used to be that guy, right? The backpack wearing, mic snatching, culture shifting genius who gave us classics and chaos. But somewhere between Sunday service and the Skechers headquarters, our boy Ye took a hard left off the timeline and straight into an alternate reality. Now he's out here dressing like a futuristic villain, taking in riddles, beefing with everybody from Adidas to the alphabet, and giving interviews that feel like deleted scenes from a Jordan Peele movie. Yeah, this isn't just a fall from grace. This is something definitely weird. So let's unpack it, because Kanye's current era, yeah, it's giving creative genius meets chaotic neutral with no PR team. Child, the stuff that he tweeted today, we really need to break it down. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, when you're like, okay, surely he's hit rock bottom, boom, the man logs onto Twitter and types the most unholy, uncalled for, nobody asked you tweet of 2025. Deep breath, my friend. Kanye West, Mr. Yeezus, posted that he performed a sex act on his own cousin. Yes, you heard that right. No metaphor, no song lyric, just a full-blown what the actual hell. And he actually cites a song that he made called Cousins, right? Made this confession public. Like, why would you tell us that? What was the goal, sir? Is this a rollout? Is this a cry for help? Are you possessed? Blink twice if you are in danger. This is not creative freedom. This is confession booth content with no redemption. Just in case you're listening to this on Apple Music and you can't read it, honey, let me go ahead and read it for you. The tweet reads, "This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life for unaliving a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we couldn't look at a dirty magazine together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we started acting out what we saw." So he goes further to say, my dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet, they were different. So listen, baby, he's not only outing himself, his dad, but he's outing Donda. Okay, so what have we learned today? Baby, we have learned that Kanye's dad had Playboy magazines. That's not like too out of there, right? We also learned that Kanye has sucked a D before, which I think most of them have by now. But he also let us know that Donda had some different types of magazines. Now, if you really want to think about it, like, he's basically saying that Donda was a little freaky leak and that she had some sort of alternative magazines in her closet. Let me know what you think. And this part, I don't even know how to say this because it's really uncomfortable for me. But if we really think about it, Kanye has always had a weird relationship with his mother. It's always been strange. Yes, boys can be close to their moms. I'm close with my son. I've seen sons be close to their mom, but something about him not being able to properly process her passing and the weirdness of how he's making their relationship appear. This new information about her books being different, because typically I don't think Kanye plays about Danya, right? So to use the caveat that his dad had Playboy, but his mom's books were different, I mean, I'm kind of taking it that he's saying it was worse than Playboy, or there's some sort of alternative situation going on, or was he just trying to do a play on words and say that her books in the top of her closet were, I don't know, good books? But I'm inclined to think that they were really weird because honestly, Donda's weird. So yeah, his cousin is locked up and all this kind of stuff. But I guess Kanye is feeling guilty and feeling like he has something to do with it because apparently he introduced him to the pornography, if you will. But listen, it don't take a rocket science to realize that this dude has some deviant tendencies. We see what he does with his wife, got her walking around here with no clothes on. We've heard all of the weird ex parties that he participates in, and y'all know Amber Rose spilled a lot of tea on him. So Kanye is probably definitely dealing with some demons, but not just those kinds. So y'all know I operate in duality when it comes to these celebrities, and I'm trying to tell you there's something else at play with this. Now, I do specifically remember him having this issue with this laptop that he sold to his cousin back in the day. And well, actually, he gave the cousin the laptop for a gift and forgot to delete some files. He ended up having to pay $250,000 to that cousin. Y'all remember that? The reason why he paid him $250,000 was to not disclose the X tapes that were on the laptop. Now, everybody thought that the X tapes that were on the laptop were of Kim Kardashian or some other mess, but come to find out, well, at least in the theater of my mind, I believe those actually might be a little bit more incriminating because look, in my book, if you can suck one zick, you can suck two zicks. And there is something that goes on with these people that are super freaky deaky, honey. They usually have no limits. But we also have the other factor. Kanye has handlers and always has. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the background with this particular guy. Now, I can't do too deep of a dive on YouTube, but I can do it behind the scenes if you guys request. Or I could just put it on another platform like Tasha K Live, where I also place content. Listen, here's my theory. I've already went through for years and mapped it out on who was this guy handler and all of the times where they were kind of messing with his mind. And I'm not one of those people that would try to make an excuse for him and act like, you know, he's just a victim or whatever. But on some level, a lot of these celebrities are victims of the industry. And with Kanye, I'm starting to believe, and actually, if I'm being honest, I've always thought that his current wife was part of the handler team. But guess what? I don't think she's effective. I don't think she's getting the job done. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section about this whole thing, because this also could be the beginnings of the humiliation and the end for Kanye, if you know what I mean. Do me a favor. Click the like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, because baby, when a man gets on the internet and confesses that unprovoked, unmedicated, and unfiltered, that ain't art. That ain't healing. That's a spiritual eviction notice. Somebody call his ancestors and let them know their descendant is acting up. At this point, Kanye not only left the group chat, he lit it on fire on the way out. And I don't care how many classics you gave us, ain't nothing iconic about publicly humiliating yourself with incest confessions. I'm exhausted, spiritually, morally, and cosmically. And cousin, if you out here watching this, blink twice if you need a GoFundMe for silencing therapy. But listen, I'm just one grown woman with the mic. What y'all think? Is Kanye spiraling, trolling, or telling some deeper truth we just can't see yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please protect your peace, because clearly Kanye won't. This product is so important because not only is it produced with care, but it actually has proven results. There have been over 10,000 units of this sold. The company name is shareabutters.com, and this was developed with love by a woman who simply wanted to help her beautiful daughter as she recovered from the devastating effects of cancer, chemo, and radiation burn, and has helped many others with fading stretch marks, eczema, and many other skin issues. Check out the website, as it has tons